Powerful forces are pushing readers towards Risk.net. The increasing complexity of the markets they work in, accreting layers of post-crisis regulation and disruption in business models, products and services, a lot of which is rooted in technology change. Those forces, overlapping and interacting, are creating additional demand for our content. Risk.net covers risk management, derivatives and regulation for a global audience of banks, buy-side firms, regulators, commodities players and others. Our 40 editorial staff in Hong Kong, London and New York provide a mix of news, features and interviews for a general readership, as well as deeply technical content, including peer-reviewed articles on quantitative finance for academics and practitioners. This content is delivered across different devices to suit our readers' needs and is personalised to reflect their interests. Editorially, our success is driven by three differentiators: how we cover our markets, the topics we focus on, and the makeup of our audience.
Our articles try to answer basic questions for our readers. What are my competitors doing? What do my clients want? What do my regulators expect? These are difficult questions to answer in brief, so we go into depth. The average Risk.net article is around twice the length of a typical newswire or broadsheet story.
We pride ourselves on getting the details right. This creates a virtuous circle because people trust us. We get fantastic access to senior industry figures and regulators, which enhances our impact and influence, encouraging more sources to speak to us and our readers to engage with us.
Risk.net is unique. While there are other sources of information on risk management, derivatives or regulation, none cover all three in one place and in such depth. We're always looking for topics that are important and underreported, for stories where we can have an impact. Often these topics are difficult to get to grips with. In risk management, it might mean writing about financial modelling. In derivatives, it might mean grappling with the intricacies of pricing or structuring. In regulation, it might mean focusing on the specific requirements or impacts of a rule rather than its general outline.
Our focus on depth and detail means we are often first to a story. Risk.net was the first to write about the swap trades that allowed Greece to disguise its national debt and meet EU targets 7 years before the country fell into crisis. In January 2008, we were also the first to report fears that LIBOR was being systematically rigged.
Risk.net focuses on business-critical themes that animate the entire financial universe, rather than a specific market, job function or industry. Banks remain the core of the audience, employing a greater number of relevant roles than any other organisation. But the buy side is becoming much more important, as are regulators and central banks, proprietary traders, fintech firms, trading venues and other market infrastructures.
This is a historic shift. Business models and strategies are in flux, market practices and policies are being reviewed, staffing needs and skill sets are changing. The effect is to create a significant information gap, which Risk.net addresses.
Creating valuable content for this audience means emphasising quality over quantity, looking for subjects where we can make a difference, and getting into the fine detail of a story. We've done this successfully for 3 decades, and the turmoil of the post-crisis period creates an ongoing opportunity for us to grow our readership and deepen our authority.